today I'm going to show you how I made this super cool gravity dyed rainbow fold t-shirt. This was done using 5 basic colors from Dharma. It's part of a series I'm doing showing the 5 colors that you could get from Dharma today and just start doing projects, some of the basic rainbow colors that I've picked out. So let's get into it. I'll show you how I made it. Alrighty, so to start, I am folding my shirt inside out. Important first step if you want the front and the back to have similar coloring. A lot of times people forget to do this and then the front and the back of the shirt just look totally different. One side is much more saturated than the other. So I like to flip my shirts inside out for most projects. Here I'm just finding the center of the bottom of the shirt, and I am taking a string here and kind of creating a compass and just making a, what is that? A semicircle. Making a semicircle using that string. I'm going to use that as my guide as I fold along this edge. So this is a fan fold, but it's a bottom fan fold. So typically when you see a fan fold, it kind of comes from like the side or like the armpit area. This is the exact same process. It's just coming from the very bottom center of the shirt. So here I am doing an accordion fold along that edge, and then kind of folding along up the center so that it meets all at that center point that I outlined right there. I used to be really particular about this and making sure that the center was that those bottom folds were really, really tight, and I really never noticed that it made that much of a difference. So I kind of do these in kind of a sloppy way because I don't actually tie with sinew my fan folds. I just use the gutter as a blocker to make them not unfold. I hope that makes sense. I will also say this is a wet shirt. It is damp because it was soaked in soda ash, and so that helps me fold my fan folds a lot as well. You can see it's kind of sticking to the table. That's what I like. I like to fold my fans like that. Some people prefer it dry, and when it's dry you might be able to get, different lines, sharper lines. It might not, sometimes it's easier to tie if it's dry. Anyway, this is how I do mine. That's why I'm sharing, right? So you can see how I do it. All right, so then I just kind of finagle the edges. It's not a perfect fan fold on the edge. And here I'm putting it in my gutter. This is just a 6-foot vinyl gutter I got from Home Depot, and I cut it into 3-foot, 2-foot, and 1-foot sizes. This one that I'm using right here is a 3-foot size. And I am putting in the ice. I'm just putting as much ice as the gutter can hold. You want quite a bit of ice for these gravity dyes because you do want like a flowy watercolor look. So that's what I'm doing here. Another little trick is I take a pool noodle and I cut it to fit at the bottom of that gutter so that it protects my shirt and the ice from falling out the bottom of the gutter when I set it up, because this will be on an incline. Alright, so the first color in my arsenal today is Dye-namite. This is a solid red. This is a really cool bold red that doesn't really split. Daffodil, again, a really solid, just when you think yellow, like a yellow crayon, you think that color. Blue-green, don't be deceived. This says blue-green, but it is green. In my opinion, this is green. It's like a really pretty emerald green. So I love blue-green. And then this is Cobalt Blue. That's kind of hard to see, but Cobalt Blue is like a really pretty navy, kind of a navy color. And you can see I'm kind of separating these darker colors out a little bit more because they will run into each other. And then Powerberry, this is like the best purple that Dharma has, in my opinion. It doesn't split. It's so cool and solid. And there you can see the pool noodle I put down there so that the ice doesn't fall through. So you're gonna let the ice melt, and after 24 hours or more, you can wait longer if you need to. You can really let it sit for however long you want, as long as it doesn't like get rained on or anything. You're gonna rinse it out with cool water. I have a whole video of my rinse out process if you would like to watch that. I will link that below for sure. but I rinse in cool water, then hot water. I use Dawn dish soap, and then I wash it in my washing machine on hot. And that is how I make sure that my colors don't bleed onto other things, don't backstain onto itself, the colors won't fade. It's my tried and true method. So that is how I washed out and dyed this shirt. This one really turned out so much cooler than I thought it was. With a rainbow, sometimes you worry you're gonna get like muddy brown messes, but this one really solid color placement for me on this one. I'm really proud of it because there is really no brown at all in it. So anyway, I hope you loved it. Please comment if you have any questions. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please comment below. I love to answer all sorts of questions. Also in the link below, there is a free printable just for you, 12 of my very favorite folds. It's an ebook written out just for you. All I need is your email and I'll send it right to your email. I also have an Etsy store. If you liked what was in this video, it might already be gone, but there might be something else that you love in my store. So check that out. Thank you so much for supporting me. We'll see you next time.